Country dad pulls gun on us for catching his incel son trading in. That's a crazy title.
We are in the middle of nowhere.
I got a 357 right here. I got more than that, and this is loaded.
Sir, you don't have to pull out any weapons.
If I pull it, it's gonna mean something.
Seth has been talking to people he shouldn't be talking to.
I mean, you literally sent porn to the child.
And they sent stuff to me. I tried to
Is he retarded? What do you mean he sent stuff to you? Like that should have been an excuse.
I want to be a satisfied person.
Have you ever masturbated to it before?
Once a day. I identify myself in a religious way as anti-Christ type thing.
What am I watching?
Is most of
Bro,
it
we're only
dealing
30
with children
seconds.
sacrifice, taking innocence from children? Is there a ritual? Is most of it dealing with children sacrifice, taking innocence from children? Is there rituals like that?
You know, you can expose the demons or you can not expose the demons. So it's up to you.
What? So he's actually like he might be like.
All right, what's good with y'all boys and girls, man? Welcome to a brand new episode of EDP Watching. Today, we're here with the GOAT, Mr. Gordon Flowers.
How's it going?
Gordon's guys, I'll take it away.
Yeah, so this is a guy who's been talking to multiple decoys for probably the past, I don't know, close to a year. He took the liberty to send some cheese pizza to one of them.
Don't say
Yeah, I didn't even realize how long does it take to actually like gather enough info for you to like make a video like this or start like, you know, going after said person. Because a year's a long time. So that means they're always on the clock on finding people.
horrible.
Yeah, and he also said, but he also did deliver pizza to our house. That's what I was talking
That shit
about.
crazy.
Okay.
Anyway,
Wait, what?
he did deliver pizza to our house. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, we have this catch coming, and hopefully he talks.
Hopefully the police response out here is pretty good. We are in the middle of nowhere. It is almost more desolate than the Edward Foster Jr. case that we had. And speaking of Edward Foster Jr., funny enough, he is my personal first pred to take a plea deal. So, you know, give myself a round of applause.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Gordon Flowers for inviting me on that one as
Which
well.
one is that?
We also got a lot more updates for a lot of them soon, but
I don't
we'll talk about that later. Let's get it.
So they really live in the
Man,
woods.
The storm must have messed up his stuff. That tree fell. Completely uprooted. Oh, he's watching TV.
Yo, they
How's it going?
really live in the middle of
Seth,
nowhere,
Painter
bro.
Got a package for him.
I could never live in an area like this.
That's their driveway. Keep going up their driveway.
Thank you.
Well, now they definitely know people are looking for.
Yeah.
We just go more up that road down there.
Yo, they really live in the depths of the forest.
All right, I'm getting out. How's it going? I got a package for a Seth Painter. My name is Gordon, but I got a package.
Well, I don't know who you are for my house.
Oh, we don't need to go into your house or anything.
So let me check with him out quick, you know, man.
Yes, sir.
Hang tight.
No problem.
I said that you guys delivered, man, that you guys are courier, he said, Brother Brown. You're hired by who?
I picked this up from a UPS store.
It's kind of like DoorDash where you kind of pick up the order instead.
Is there a way you can just come and get it? And okay.
You're on camera too, by the way. Y'all crap make about it.
No, sir.
57 right here.
No, I understand.
No,
I
sir.
understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
right.
I got more than that, and this is loaded.
Sir, you don't have to
Absolutely.
pull out
Yeah,
any
yeah, no,
weapons.
we're not
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
show you right here.
Yeah, that's
Sir, I
what we're
see
doing.
it.
Yep,
You know,
yep,
I got these cockers.
yep. I understand.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand.
Can I ask you?
Good on all three guys.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you what your like your problem is with us?
The problem is you ain't got no identification where you're from. My son didn't order that.
That is, you know what? Great move right here.
Well, we can tell you.
3 randoms, don't even know what the hell they're there for. Can't even explain the reason they're there.
What's going on?
Absolutely makes no sense. I would
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, I mean, would you like to know?
Okay, is there a way we can do it like without the weapons involved? Like,
I'm not gonna pull this on you, but if I pull it on you, it's gonna mean something.
okay,
I mean, you just
understand.
did, sir.
But this is the safest gun you can use right here.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Sir,
I can point it at you.
No, we
Sir,
were
it's facing very close to my direction. I do not feel comfortable. You know, I just want you to know.
okay. Understood.
3 of you and 1 old man.
Right. We have.
Sir,
right.
we.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
Understood.
3 of you and 1 old.
Because of 3 of you and 1 of
Right,
me,
we
I
have-
gotta equalize it. That's the realest shit he's ever said.
We're God-fearing men.
That's good, but all I'm saying
That's some real shit.
Right. Well, Andrew, we can tell you what's going on. Is it cool, like, if we can just tell you without, like, the weapon by you, like, we could just be at a distance?
That was badass. I can't lie, that was badass. Oh my god, that was badass.
Over here?
If you wanted me, I gotta equalize it. That's hard.
Oh.
All right. Is there a way you can just put the weapon to the side? I mean, we're not going to charge you or anything like that, but it's just kind of...
I got it right here. I ain't gonna use it unless I need to.
Okay, basically, and I could show you the evidence if you want, Seth has been talking to people he'd be talking to, like on the internet. You following what I'm saying? Okay, and some of these people are pretty young that he's doing this. I just want to have a conversation with him. I know you mentioned he is a little bit disabled, right?
He's got some learning deficits.
Sure.
Mental disability.
Right. We kind of figured something like that was the case, so that's why we should talk to him about it, just make sure he's good, because I know he's still young too.
I mean, what are you talking about? It's child.
We didn't print it out, but it involves that, yeah.
So tell me how this works.
The mother of the daughter that he was talking to reaches out to him, and we're more of an intervention per se, where we don't like to get other people involved, and she knows about our work and everything.
But I think it's good that we would just have a conversation with him, obviously with you present here, I mean, if that's the case.
I'm all right. This is a minute.
It's not a ministry.
We're
but
just like, you might not be part of the ministry, but you're a believer, we're believers.
I'm since I was 9.
Praise God.
So you guys ain't there to kill me.
No,
swear
sir.
to God we're not.
Even if we were, I don't think we could.
Is it cool if we go sit down over there?
Yeah, you just come up the hill.
All right. How's it going, man?
What's good, my brother?
Yo, they really live in the middle of nowhere. That's just
Straw Hat Gang.
straw hacking.
Good, my brother.
Please don't tell me. Please, for the love of God, don't tell me you watch this One Piece. No! No!
Straw Hat Gang.
What's this?
What the f is this?
Warning, the following content may cause extreme disgust.
Oh my god.
You like One Piece?
Yeah, I like those.
Praise God, man.
All right, tell me what you're here for.
All right, so did your parents kind of like let you know at all?
Not really, so just tell me what's about.
Well, it's kind of about the Instagram shit, the Telegram stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, you're a good kid. You got a great Christian dad.
Yo, his haircut is so
What got you
atrocious.
caught up in this, man?
Kind of find connection with other people and everything like that.
Okay. I mean, we all need connection, man. We completely
Yeah,
understand
especially
that.
being here, it's pretty secluded from everything. So,
Yeah.
how did it start dipping into like the underage stuff?
People are just tend to reach out to me sometimes, and I kind of feel like that's kind of wrong and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Talking to your
What?
dad, the bit that we have, man, this seems like a very Christian household. So you getting caught up into this, man, I don't think it was one of those things where you're the ringleader bringing people into it. I think that someone brought you into this sin.
I just kind of want a little bit of know of what y'all here for.
You know what a tumor is, right? So basically, in order to remove that from something, we need to know kind of how it starts, right? Get to the source of it, because if we can get to the source of it, then say we can cut it off now, but it'll just grow right back, right?
Exactly.
So obviously, you know, there's a lot of good people that get caught up in Telegram. Like, that's what I'm kind of curious, like, who introduced you to it or how?
Kind of looked into it, just occasionally somebody kind of recommended it to.
Do you think Telegram has been the best type of stuff on there, or?
No, not really.
The Telegram is.
I think it's just totally disgusting to me.
Because if you start staring into the abyss stares back, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're probably not like the people that are on Telegram, but some way, somehow you're on it, right?
Well, there's some people out there that just kind of like leads you into something and then it just exposes you to that type of material.
Okay.
Right.
You
So-
see, I don't know if you know about the breach on Telegram in 2022. Coincidentally, you know, you were on Telegram before then. So pretty much all that stuff is out there. And I'm not gonna lie, man, us looking at seeing some of the threads on your account, man, it was scary to look at what we saw. And it's even
Oh, I think. Wait, I don't get it.
scarier to know that it was coming from you when you have a Christian household.
So because of the breach, they seen old Telegram posts from him, and then decided to, like, okay, we're gonna get a decoy to talk to him just so we can
Like
confirm
this.
it.
In your experience, is Telegram like mainly groups or individuals, or kind of both? Or?
Kind of both. Kind of hard to describe. I can't really describe of all what's on there. There's just some people are lead to this, and then leads to other things, and just
Right. And do they mostly do like pictures, videos, or both?
could do both.
Okay.
Some people tend to do that stuff, and I try not to associate with that.
How do some of those videos and pictures make you feel, man?
Kind of creeped out sometimes. Just kind of feels like, I don't know, can't really fully describe what it feels like.
What makes you creeped out about it?
So many people that are like over 50 trying to reach out to, you know, kids and, you know, my age and younger, and it just kind of feels overexposed.
Are these people over 50 sending videos of kids that are younger as well?
Could be sometimes, but I try not to interact with that.
How young do the kids go that they post on Telegram?
I have no idea.
Dad is just sitting there listening to all of this.
It could be like, and then they could be, you know.
Right, but what's the youngest someone's posted on there that you think?
Because you said there's been some things where it's disgusting, so if it was disgusting, you gotta know the age.
I don't really know.
Ballpark it, like what would you say the youngest they posted is?
I guess maybe 15.
God
You know, in
damn.
order to kind of get us out of the abyss, we need to like actually talk about what's in the abyss, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can tell you right now, I probably know what it is, and I'll go out on a limb and say it's probably babies and toddlers that they're putting in there. I mean, would I be wrong about that?
Sometimes, but that's on a whole nother ballpark level of stuff.
You're not making any steps to step away from
It's
it.
like my stomach like twist. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
I mean, do you want to tell Dad what happens in these videos of these kids?
I'm
That's
getting
not need
pinched.
to be revealed.
Why do you think it doesn't need to be revealed?
Some of the stuff that's on there is just ridiculous. I've been trying to keep myself away from that level of revealment. I guess that's the best way of, I would say.
So it's one of those things where it's like, even though you're viewing it, you would never make that step to do it.
No.
Okay.
What do you think pulls you into watching stuff like that?
The basic level of pornography. Let's just say it like it is.
But it's one thing having a porn
What?
addiction, and it's another thing having a porn addiction.
Yeah.
You know, those are two different things. How many years has this been going on? Because I remember the first day I saw porn. There's no way you're gonna forget the first day you see porn. So how many years has it been?
I would say maybe, you know, during late high school times, you know, I just heard
He's
about it. It's
pushing
not
30.
really been, if that's to answer your
Well,
question.
we're trying to give you the benefit of the doubt because, you know, if you're gonna lie to us, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, we risked our life to try to help people with this stuff. And if you're gonna lie to us, there's no point of us being here and stuff.
You can only heal what you reveal. It's in this case, getting the demons out that are trying to invade your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So,
You know, you can expose the demons or you can not expose this. That's up to you.
And right now, I feel like you don't want to expose the demons, but they're already exposed.
You need to quit playing the game. These guys are here to talk to you about something they know a lot about.
What they say in the
Okay, you
beginning,
might as well just
I
get to
kind
the
of
point.
like know y'all's exposed down there, so that's all I'm saying.
I got you. Okay, so do you know who Brenda is?
Brenda, let's see. No, I don't know anybody by that name.
I'm not gonna lie, Steph, you're shaking really bad right now, man.
I'm just re-looking at that photo compared to this one that's on the...
I'll just compare and see.
Does it look like this person?
Yeah.
How old is she?
It's not a she.
It's a he.
It's a he named
What? Wait.
Excuse me,
Brian.
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is that Brian?
Claims to be 15.
Right. So,
We call that bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both
Well,
ways.
some are, some aren't, right?
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're not here to judge about sexuality or anything. It's just when it comes to the age.
God's the one that does it.
Yes, sir.
decent amount of younger ladies or boys under 18 have talked to you online. I mean, what do you think Emily was, if you had to best hypothesis?
Maybe 15 or 15.
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate age.
You're
You're like,
27, right?
as a father, how do you react to that?
Right.
But then
That's a
again,
big
he's
age gap,
son
you
is
know?
30.
Not right. It's illegal, number one. It's not
Yeah, I know it's illegal.
Okay, but do you not realize the consequences of what
Yes,
that
I do. I know, probably know
is? Is
all
it
that.
worth it? Going to the penitentiary
No, of course not.
and then having somebody
You or something.
3 times the size of him want to make you his girlfriend?
You know, Brian was small, but the guys in the pen, they're big.
You know, I have a contact that's outside of the state that I've known for like probably a couple of years now, but she's, you know, still under the age limit, so.
What?
But, and I still.
Has it been a sexual contact?
Well,
So-
sexual things, yes,
Okay.
said, but not sexual inner contact.
Okay, so was it just sharing pictures with
So he just admitted to doing more. This time with not an actual decoy, but an actual person, like, you know?
each other?
Yeah, at some point in time.
So would she send nudes to you first, and then you started sending them back to her?
Yes and no.
How old is she?
Right now she's.
How long have you been talking to her for?
Probably since I was 20.
I'm about to throw up. So she was like,
So
Yeah, it's been a while.
we only knew about 2, but that's a 3rd
Four?
one now.
Well,
I'm
prompts you
about
to
to-
send your penis picture to these kids, man.
I at this point in my life, I let it. And I'm not saying I'm supporting all this.
Right.
I'm saying that it's on them. They're the first ones to.
It's on them, and even though they're a child and you're an adult. That's what I've been trying to explain to you. Here, you might want this shirt.
No, I
Keep
don't
the
want.
mosquitoes off.
No,
of
I don't want a shirt
Well,
right now.
you
But
keep it
sorry
for a
about it.
Here, be respectful to your father.
Anyway, I'm just doing this to get myself away from this type of stuff. I'm trying to use reverse psychology.
what does that even mean?
How's that working? I don't get that.
Basically, trying to push yourself out of the pornography situation of where get yourself to where you're so overexposed by things to not wanting to do it.
Are you trying to say you're trying to make yourself sick of it?
Basically, it's like if I were fatter than I am now, I would eat just a bunch of donuts, so I just stop eating donuts.
Exactly.
But that's what you do with. Honestly, I'm not judging. I'm just asking if that's your logic. I mean, that's fine.
See it with my own eyes to not want to do it.
I mean, that totally makes sense. And I do believe that you want to stop.
Is that a bad way of doing it?
It's not
Yes.
the best way, but the question I have is if you're going to do it that way to where you're trying to get yourself disgusted, you're going to have to up the levels to disgust yourself because at a certain point, you're going to get desensitized.
In other words, it's not good enough to see a woman completely nude. You got to see the woman completely nude doing something really
Exactly.
perverse.
My next question to you, Seth, is like, have you gotten down to watching stuff with babies, infants?
No.
What's the limit you've gotten to on this quest to stop?
I take it to no lower than a.
All these girls out here that are 18, 19, 20-year-olds, I don't get it. Pedophilia, I don't get it.
I can tell you one thing leads to
It's something to do with their brain, like
pedophilia
their
on
brain
this
chemistry,
late
bro.
level of an age. One thing.
Something's
It's from
fried up there.
experience. It is basically all these people around the world playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a friend of mine recently that I ended this PlayStation friendship with because he was just accusing me of being a pedophile, saying that,
Accused, like,
oh, you're
what?
playing with little kids.
It's
and
facts.
stuff, and he kept repeating that. He was basically saying that I shouldn't be playing a video game with younger age kids. If somebody doesn't have someone to play with,
Yeah.
I play with them just so they can have somebody.
You want to be there.
Yeah.
You've been very honest, man, and we really appreciate it. Obviously, you know, we want to help. We want to get whatever junk is on that phone, we want to get that taken out. So for this to work, you got to be honest. How much porn, it doesn't have to be an exact number, just ballpark range, is on your phone right now?
Basically, how many group chats do you think you need to leave that have porn in there that you need to get out of?
About 3.
So what's the youngest they've sent to you?
See, I don't know if y'all are working with cops or not.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If we were working with the cops, we wouldn't need to talk to you right now. I mean, you literally sent porn to the child. Like,
And they sent stuff to me, so
But who's the responsible adult? They're a child.
I'm a responsible person,
Okay, that's
so.
the problem. That's the difference.
I promise you, no kid sent you child.
If there's a video of you going around with an underage kid in it and you're just basically doing inappropriate things with that underage kid, I wouldn't take the time to come talk to you because it's like, I think,
far gone.
too far gone. Exactly.
You're not a 50-year-old ice truck driver, you know?
I know it's hung up right here.
I got it.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just trying to get that out.
Please don't do that.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Well, that's not something to brag about, dude. What the?
wait, don't tell,
Oh, I'm
What?
just trying to help you get
Anything yet.
Well, that's not something to brag about, dude.
don't tell me he beats on his own
I'm
dad.
just trying to help you get the shirt on.
He doesn't treat me.
Yeah.
I had to move out at 20, so he can't be treating you that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you're only living on
the
a
other way
beautiful.
around. He needs to be out of my house because of the way he treats me.
Yeah,
I
we can
believe you.
tell.
Let me ask y'all this.
That's a great dad, bro.
Let me do that while you talk to him, and then I'll give it back.
How, what do you,
I'll give it back to you in a second, okay? Just go ahead and deal with it.
how do you deal with the people that are into this type of stuff and they're really into a special type of spiritual or religion-based thing.
Are you saying in the sense of like where in their religion this is okay, or are you saying in the sense of just in general?
More of like.
Oh, I farted, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
More like
Right in the country anyway.
more like a they're into
What is that? This kid's a devil.
anti-Christ type thing.
My question is, I personally
Cult
haven't
stuff.
ran. Okay.
Yo, he's a psychopath.
Your profile says something like "in the darkness" or something like that.
No, it's ancient evil.
So are you into a cult in the darkness or something like that?
No, it's ancient evil.
So are you into occult like stuff?
I identify myself in a religious way as agnostic, and the whole ancient evil thing was actually just based as like how evil has evolved and both leading back to their.
I look at
What?
it as, you know, although
Past.
people do bad stuff, there's redemption in everybody. Now, if the world redeems them and forgives them, it's a different thing. But, you know, Christ can forgive anybody. At the end of the day, you have to have a repentant heart. So with this occult stuff, you know, is most of it dealing with children, maybe children sacrifice, taking innocence from children? Is there rituals like that you've seen?
No.
How often do you watch porn?
Once a day.
Once a day.
Have you ever masturbated to it before? I'm not going to be gay and ask how often. I'm just going to ask, has it happened before? I mean, honestly.
It's an important question, trust me.
Just occasionally.
Okay.
May I ask this question? I think this goes into the mind of why I'm doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
Is let's say the young teenager about.
Yo, I'm not even joking. I am so like, what's that word? I'm just lost. Like, I don't explain it.
Would they enjoy it if they are wanting me to do it? Engage with them in it.
So you're like kind of trying to.
Enjoy it if they are wanting. Let's say the young teenager about whatever. Would they enjoy it if they are wanting me to do it? Engage
Oh, you know, no. They need to eviscerate him.
with
Like,
them in it.
So you're like kind of trying to please them in a way.
Yeah, I try to please everybody.
Okay.
I want to be a satisfied person.
Did they,
what?
Please everybody.
Okay.
I want to be a satisfied person.
Did they send videos or pictures of infants, or was it both?
Both.
So what would even happen in a video of an infant? Are they mostly girl babies or boy babies?
Sometimes they tend to show both.
Is the adult doing inappropriate things with the babies?
Definitely.
Wow.
Would you say it would be torture or anything like that?
Could be both.
Okay.
What the fuck am I?
Y'all mind coming in and sitting down?
We
Because
can.
mosquitoes are getting
sure.
out. Well, you know, they probably eat everybody that's got shorts on, and he gets eat up.
You can tell he's a good dude.
with it. Now, don't talk about the store.
The older you get, the worse it looks, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were dad's age, I mean, I don't think there'd be any grace shown to you for this. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, not saying he's old.
And the issue is that people.
You specifically, why am I?
You're here to address the scenario.
And what is that scenario?
Oh, why am I being.
Okay.
Y'all mind coming in?
I have no problem. We can go sit in the living room. We can do that. You say it to your phone and stuff like that.
Just kept on the Telegram app, and I've always wanted to keep the pictures coming from.
Is Brother Man watching Love Island in the back?
To it be on them, because I don't want it to be on me, because I was kind of already aware that this was gonna eventually end up happening. I don't want to support this.
So you're saying there is one on your phone on an app that you have called Telegram?
Yes. I do have a underage girl best friend that lives out of state, and we were kind of known each other for a couple of years.
Have you guys exchanged photos?
She has to me a couple of years back, yes, and we still.
Probably going to step outside just a second, make a phone call to my criminal investigations lieutenant. And they're the ones that are going to be dealing with the case going forward. Once I finish my part of it, I'm going to hold your phone over here real quick. I'll come in and kind of let you know where we're going to.
My main motive was.
Is that his mom?
And they're the ones that are going to be dealing with the case going forward. Once I finish my part of it, I'm going to hold your phone over here real quick. I'll come in and kind of let you know where we're going to go from here.
All right. She's kind of unaware of what the situation is. Can you elaborate?
I mean, I think you should tell her.
Case of me engaging with people and underage stuff, so it's kind of led to that type of level. My
Give
main mode
him
was
a heart
to
attack.
prevent myself from doing something more that could lead me into way bigger trouble.
So were you watching the porn so that way you wouldn't do anything to a child in real life?
Correct.
I just think the saddest part here is how much your parents have warned you about this.
All right, Seth, so here's what we're gonna do, bud. I talked to my lieutenant. At this point, I'm gonna take your phone.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not gonna arrest you tonight, okay? You're not gonna get arrested. I would like to also, with your consent, take your laptop as well, because even though you tell me there's nothing on it, I have to make sure. So Seth, is it okay if I take your laptop?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Did he get all y'all's information?
No,
he has not yet.
Okay.
no, we'll give that to you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Yes, sir. So if you guys want to see the whole thing, head over to our website to watch.